Usually when we think about dining tables, we picture this flat surface to just consume calories, drop our keys, and maybe catch up on the day.
Right, just a quick pit stop.
Yeah, exactly. But, well, if you look closer, tables are actually where identity, relationships, and character are formed. It's tableside education.
I love that phrase. We learn how to wait, how to speak, how to read each other.
Right.
And that exact idea that tables profoundly shape who we are is really the core of a fascinating Lenten sermon by Pastor Sung No from Praise Presbyterian Church that we're doing a deep dive into for you today.
Yeah, and our mission here is to trace this the spiritual evolution from the ancient Jewish Passover table right up to Jesus' Last Supper.
Right, so we can uncover the vital faith lessons the Lord's table holds for you during this Lenten season.
Because, think about it. If you want a message to survive centuries of exile and slavery, you don't write it on a scroll that can burn.
No, definitely not.
You bake it into a family dinner.
Exactly. God essentially created a physical mnemonic device.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't hand down a theology textbook, right? He gave his people a highly structured meal, the Passover Seder.
Right, with very specific physical items?
Yeah. They used things like bitter herbs for the pain of slavery and unleavened bread for their hasty escape from Egypt.
So they were literally digesting their own history of salvation.
Exactly.
And then there are those 4 cups of wine, which aren't just arbitrary drinks. They actually map directly to 4 specific promises God made in the book of Exodus.
Right, the promises where God says, I will bring you out, I will free you, I will redeem you, and I will take you as my own people.
So every sip and every bite is meant to be this visceral, immersive experience of being saved from death by the blood of a lamb.
Yeah, it's a full sensory history lesson.
But I've always been a bit confused by this next part, honestly. The Last Supper was Jesus' farewell dinner, right?
Right, his last night on earth.
With his best friends. So why lock yourself into such a rigid, scripted, religious ritual? Why not just have an intimate, casual conversation to say goodbye?
Well, because he wasn't just having dinner, he was actually fulfilling the ritual.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so during that traditional meal, the leader breaks the unleavened bread and recites a very specific script. Usually something like, this is the bread of affliction.
Right.
But Jesus completely shocked everyone at the table. He broke the bread and said, this is my body.
Wow. So he basically hijacked this centuries-old script to declare himself the true, ultimate Passover lamb.
Exactly. It's like what Paul wrote to the Colossians, all those ancient festivals. They were just a shadow.
Right. And when you see a shadow approaching on the ground, you know the physical reality is right behind it.
Yes, and Jesus is that reality. He took this ancient story of God rescuing people from slavery and essentially said, I am doing this right now for the whole world through my own body.
That is so powerful. But then he leaves the meal unfinished, which is a detail that completely blew my mind.
Oh yeah, out of those 4 cups we talked about earlier, Jesus intentionally skipped the 4th and final one.
The cup of joy. Right.
Right. The one representing God taking us as his people. He tells his disciples that he won't drink of the fruit of the vine again until he drinks it new in the kingdom of God.
It's exactly like a movie director leaving a massive cliffhanger at the end of a film.
Yeah.
Implicitly promising the audience a sequel.
That is such a great analogy. And that unresolved tension is actually the perfect lens for understanding the season of Lent.
Because we are living in that cliffhanger.
Exactly. Lent is a season of waiting and preparing for that final cup. As Pastor Sung No points out, Lent isn't some depressing dead end where we just sit around feeling bad about ourselves.
Right, it's a doorway to a feast. The sermon really emphasizes that Lent isn't about, trying to look more religious or proving we have it all together.
No, not at all. We aren't invited to the Lord's table because we're worthy VIPs.
We're invited because our souls are starving.
Yes. We desperately need the grace that's on the menu. We have to acknowledge that without the true Passover lamb, we simply cannot survive.
Ultimately, the Last Supper was just this profound declaration of love. By commanding, take and eat, Jesus is inviting you to consume grace, forgiveness, and humility.
Which is a pretty stark contrast to the world's exhausting diet, honestly.
Oh, absolutely. Society is constantly offering you this spread of comparison, greed, anger, and just the endless pursuit of success.
Yeah, and Pastor Sung No makes a really great point here. Spiritually, you are what you eat.
Right. Like if you consume comparison, your mind just gets depleted.
But if you consume grace, you are transformed.
Yeah.
Which, well, that brings us right back to tableside education.
The table you sit at shapes who you become.
Exactly. So we'll leave you with this final thought to mull over today. Take a really close look at your own habits.
Yeah, what exact diet of media, thoughts, or worldly ambitions are you currently sitting down to consume every single day?
And how is that unseen meal silently reshaping your soul?